Hello everyone, no respawns, hope you're doing well. So upon request, because I get this more or less several times on every single video and I get them tweeted at me quite a lot, this is just a kind of briefish video, nothing creative at all, it's just me going over all the mods I use, and I'll also show you the load order as well. I get this question so often, I just thought it would just be easy just to kind of make a video. This is just what I'm currently using. This isn't to say you have to use all of these mods. I'm going to go through them all and just give you a quick brief overview of what each one does, but these are the ones I currently use right now. I don't actually use that many in the grand scheme of things because I tend to delete superfluous mods, but let's just go through. So first one, they're in, I don't know if this is my load order or not, but this is the order they appear on the library, but we'll check the load order in a sec. So this is, see, Workshop Player Bed by Asslam. So this mod I've shown before, but basically it just adds a player-owned bed that settlers won't use. It's pretty cool. If I remember correctly, it basically just doesn't add to the bed's total limit, and it's great. So no more Marcy hanging out in your bed and just generally being annoying. This is one of my favourite mods ever, which is Dogs Not Brahmin by Andrew CX. You're going to see Andrew's mods a lot here, as you probably gathered already. This one's a great one because it basically just replaces all of the Brahmin, and this is the Trader Brahmin and the Supply Route Brahmin with the wee dogs. They all look, they randomize as well, so they look different, which is great. I mean, I don't know what he has, the same kind of whatever code that they use to decide the dogs in the game. They'll do it with these ones, and it's great. They don't fight or anything, from my knowledge, but they're not noisy, they're very small, which means they won't pack up settlements, and it just looks nice as well. So, you know, one man and his good dog just kind of wandering between your settlements. Highly recommend that one. So this is Julissa. It's no settlement attacks. This is just a great mod. I finally caved with this one. And the fact is that because I have so many settlements and not all of them, for example, are finished, so maybe they don't have enough defense, or just, you know, maybe I just don't want to go back to, because I was constantly traveling around all the time. This mod is a complete lifesaver. Just a quick note that it does, you see on the point 2, it says, this may have a permanent effect on your save, even if you disable delete the mod. I just kind of accepted the risk of this. However, I would note that you still actually get attacks while you're at the settlement, just not when you're traveling around. So I still get settlement quests, and I've actually had quite a few settlement attacks while I'm there. So I actually quite like it, because it means that you have a settlement attack when you're just visiting the settlement, as opposed to just having to, you know, travel around. But this is just me, you know, after over a year of playing this game, thinking, right, I've had enough. So next two, these are the Grey Garden Overpass Lift and Finch Overpass Lift by Trotsky. These are great. He actually watched my videos and made one of these upon request, so thanks for this. Also, he's getting lots of favourites, which is grand. Basically, so he made two. As you can see, it adds the gunner yellow lifts on to both settlements, so you can get to the buildable overpass. Both of them work really, really well. I've had no issues, and they're just fantastic, which is absolutely great. This one, Essential by DJ Puds, which is Sanctuary No More Hammering, so it just takes the stupid fucking hammering away. I don't know why Bethesda... Anyway, yeah, it gets rid of the hammering. Now, you're going to get a lot of these style mods here from Andrew, which is just kind of extra updates for USO. I don't even know what half these ones do. Whenever I see one I don't have, I just download it, because I don't know if he's got like little stuff or fixes to certain things, so I just add them all in. So you'll see quite a few of them. This is a great one called, say, Workshop Turret Pack, that basically just adds loads more turrets with varying, and they're quite lore friendly as well, as you can see. They actually still require resources. Okay, they're pretty not very hard resources, and they have varying different defense ratings. It's quite cool, as you can see, where it says on update 6 now, so he's got like a Fat Man turret, and the most recent one prior to that was I like the Broadsider turret. It's pretty cool. I mainly like it because it allows you, the standard normal turret, you can actually individually select the level of the turret, which is quite cool, and they have different ratings. It just kind of adds a bit more defense, which is quite cool. Although because this is on PS4, those bubble turrets you can see right there, you can't actually stick to ceilings or walls. They only kind of work like that, as you know, kind of on the floor, which is a bit of a shame, but you can still like pillar glitch them and stuff. So Das Wolfen's Sanctuary Hills Bridge body removal, pretty straightforward. Just removes the corpse, bloodstain, and the doggy from outside the Sanctuary Bridge, which is great because it was a little bit silly. Pretty solid down that. Warwick Homestead Fix, pretty self-explanatory, by Final Render 21, which basically just fixes the bridge at Warwick Homestead, which is great. So get this one, it's useful. Another one of the USO thingy ones. This is a Vault-Tec Workshop version. I've got Sanctuary Bridge Fix by Loki. There are loads of different ones. There are ones that also have this and the body removal combined. I just happened to download this one and then the body removal, so I couldn't be asked to download 2 mods. It's pretty cool. The problem with this is, I don't know, the actual bridge, now that it's fixed, you actually notice how low resolution it is. And even though the unfixed bridge is still quite low resolution, just the texture's quite noticeable. It's a good one, but don't look at the textures too much because it's quite noticeable. That's not due to the mod dev, that's just due to Bethesda. Another USO one, as you can see from Andrew. I don't know what that one does. I don't know what that one does. I know what this one does. This adds a couple of rugs. I remember this one. See, bits and pieces. This one actually adds stuff, so there we go. And another one that I don't know if I use. I've never used any of that before. OC Decorator. So I've got base game OC Decorator. You know what this one is. This is the one where it allows you to place down player items by Ethereon. Kind of junk items down as static. And then there's a DLC version as well. Just a note with these. I'm going to show you my load order, but I don't do anything. Like, I've never had any problems with load order yet. So some of you, I'll obviously slowly go through the load order in a sec so you can just see what mine is, but I never bother even checking. I let it default do it just as a note, because I know that some of these say, oh, about the load order, and I just never bother paying attention. So this is, oh god, by Stormlord, Lord of the Storm, or quelling the storm, or getting rid of the fog noticeably. Only clear weather in the Commonwealth, Far Harbor, Nuka World. So this basically is the all DSC for builders. Basically just makes it so there is no only sunny weather for your settlements, which is great. As those of you remember pre-mods, I was always complaining about the fog. It was such a nightmare having to basically sometimes wait several in-game days just to have clear weather for building. It's also really good because you can just disable and enable this mod as you need it. So when I, actually do want to do a bit of questing and experience the game, I disable the mod, mainly because if you go to the bottom corner where all the radiation is, it looks ridiculous with this on, but it's really, really useful, and you see it affects all the DLCs as well, which is great. It is still very windy and noisy though in Nuka World, just as an FYI. So this is Scrap That Settlement by 3L Rick, which is fucking awesome. This is the one that basically allows you to scrap pretty much any piece of shit anywhere, so any annoying thing. And they're quite good at updating it as well. So I remember when this first dropped and we couldn't scrap, certain things we weren't able to scrap, that kind of stuff, whereas now it's pretty good. And this one, the way it works, so when you've got it enabled, you'll scrap stuff. If you disable it, all of that stuff will reappear. However, once you re-enable it again, that stuff, it will remember what you deleted. I say this because this mod actually interferes with a lot of the building mechanics, specifically sinking. I think it's due to the way the mesh works. So basically, for example, like some leaves might extend further downwards than their actual item might suggest. So it just, you'll notice that when you've got this enabled, you can't sink, like things will go red when you try and sink them into the ground. So I often just disable this. Just a quick note, but it won't mess up. Apparently there used to be an issue where it would reset your power armor, but I've never had that problem with, and I've got all of the sets, so just as an FYI there. There's another one of those ones. What's this one? Oh yeah, oh no, okay. This one, you can see it adds a lot of the modular bits. It's another one of the USO. But is this the core one? I think this is the core one, actually. I just download all of them, people. I download the core one. He gives you the description of what to do. See, Andrew's very good. He'll tell you everything. So basically, if you're ever confused, just search USO and just go through. And I think this is the one you do first, but you'll have to read. He'll tell you which ones in each one. He's very good, basically. Good, Andrew. Okay, this one is unlock raider items. Someone by Andrew, told you, most mods from him, which basically unlocks all of the items from, I don't know if this is redundant, actually. It might be redundant, I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I think I've still need this one, because I know he's integrated a lot of it, so I don't know which ones you need. But I've still got this one, which is good. Adds a lot of the raider stuff, because I went the good, so I didn't side with the raiders in Nuka World, which means I basically barely played any of the quest. But it also means that I didn't get a lot of the items, so this is quite cool. I was very happy when this came, because you got those kind of, like, especially the alcohol stills, and the shops are pretty sweet. This one, dependency quest fix, I haven't actually even used this at all. So basically just fixes some stuff in Vault 81, and it occurs to me I haven't actually even done anything. I haven't used it, but basically there are some people, like that girl there, what's her name? Tina DeLuca, you can actually recruit as a settler. I think she's not meant to be, but she is, or she was, and she doesn't have any dialogue when she's a settler, but you can recruit her and it allows you to do that. I really should go around and doing that at some point, because she's quite... well, it's a unique settler, isn't it? Now, this one is a good one, because it allows you to see moddable buddies. You can mod a load of your settlements, moddable Deezer, and it also fixes Professor Goodfeels in, what do we call it, Sunshine Tidings Co-op. Now, the problem is, this is a great mod, and I'd recommend it as a kind of a standard, because it just kind of fixes a lot of the issues that you may have had with Automatron. The problem is with this mod is that it only works with Professor Goodfeels if you've got a new game, and obviously my game had been going for quite a long time, so unfortunately I don't get... basically, if you haven't discovered Sunshine Tidings Co-op yet, and you've got this mod enabled first, when you go there he won't disappear, but he disappeared for me, so this makes me sad and cry. Oh well. And then finally, Freemaker, another one by Andrew, which is basically just, it's a cheating mod, I'll be utterly frank. Basically, the way it works is you go to the chemistry station, and you can basically spawn anything. I mainly use it for resources and decoration, because I like playing the game. I don't use it for stuff for me to use, like ammo and shit like that. I still enjoy buying that, but just now for like wood and steel, copper, and it's really useful for decoration. So whenever you see a lot of my junk decoration, what I do is I just go through the entire list they have for miscellaneous items and basically just go right, a few of those, which is pretty cool. Right, so that's all of the mods I'm currently using right now. So I don't actually use many. This isn't due to me having limitations, it's just that's what I'm currently using for my builds. I'm always searching for new ones, and I do check. There is, what's one called, which is... there's unlock vanilla items or something, new mod, but when I searched that I couldn't find it, so I know someone linked me to the earlier today, but I'm just going to check if it's actually available on console. Right, let's just select my load order, so just press triangle. So this is my load order. This is just how it is default, so you see, I'll go through it slowly so you can see where everything is. This is just where it's put stuff. I haven't manually changed this at all whatsoever, so there might be ones which could be better in different load orders. I have no idea, but this is what it has basically. So there we go. Hope it makes people happy. I have this absolutely no issues whatsoever. I've had no, other than just, you know, general, like, obviously my game sometimes crashes. Let's go through again so you can see. But yeah, my game sometimes crashes, but basically, this is my load order. So I hope that helps. Yeah, I hope you guys have found this useful. This hopefully should answer a load of questions. What I'm doing is now, whenever I get the question, I'll just link this video so people can go, ah, right, these are the mods we're currently using. If you have any more item mods, definitely let me know. I've mentioned before, but, you know, I don't use, what do we call it, the swapper or the place anywhere mods, just because I'm kind of used to using the pillar and all that jazz. But I do quite keen on any mods which add new items. Those are the ones I'm more interested in, or if anything that, you know, kind of adds new and weird and wonderful stuff. Anyway, you guys enjoy your weekend. I'll have a new video up next week, and yeah, you guys take care. See ya.